Hello, Matt here. In today's video, well, a new project. But this, actually you've seen this car, and this will be quite fast and quite fun. So stick with me. Well, now, you have seen me do some things around this car, but yeah, now it's getting a whole new purpose. Here's the thing. Mini is basically done. You've seen everything done, race ready. You've seen the short gearbox. We are waiting for the head to build the engine and have it mapped. But yeah, I'm waiting for the parts, and for, well, first time in quite a while, I'm not in a rush to do something. I have time, and it's time to start with this car. You know what it is. Very cheap shitbox Clio, 1.4 16 valve. 4-door, unfortunately, whatever, it will work. It has a pretty healthy underpinning, so no rust inside as far as I've seen so far. But yeah, for now, what we will do is take it completely apart and build a very cheap race car. But this time, the idea was to keep it in a stock class, but I'm done with stock classes. People are putting so much money and time into the engines. These cars are getting ridiculously fast, and they shouldn't be. So, as with the Mini, we are going dedicated race class, which means roll cage, and unlike the Mini, this time I won't be carried away with all the plastic parts and stuff and all the electronics and whatever. This will be short, simple, and cheap. And why is that? Well, because I'm building this as an early birthday present for my brother. He'll get this car, he can race it. There won't be many go fast parts on this car, at least not in this phase of the build. What I want to show you is how to get it race ready, race legal. So safety equipment like cage, fire extinguishing equipment, kill switch, and stuff like that. Of course, we will cut out a bunch of metal to get it lighter, because that's what we do. That's cheap and basically free modification. Go fast modification, which I said we won't be doing. We will be doing some of it. But yeah, that's the plan for now. So I'll start with taking this car completely apart. And also, there is another Renault. You saw probably the red Twingo that I will also be building for my friend. So that's another project, another video. But as I said, I have time. I don't have the money for this. I do have a good plan for this, just don't have the money yet. And I really don't have the money for that. And I really don't want to touch that because I'm still annoyed by this car. Too many hours in it to be blown up like it is, so let's just push it aside. Also, that over there is pretty much done. Anyways, back to the car and the project in question. Actually, this will be a lot of me just taking things apart, so I'll show you in phases. I'll start with disassembling the rear end completely, and then I'll show you what we have. So far, not so good. Well, I did know this car was crashed. Nothing serious, I can live with that. I did not know that someone got something leaked in here, which, well, caused a bunch of rust. But this, I will probably just cut out and replace with plastics. Yeah, it's already starting. Now I do need to clean all of this up, but things are looking a bit better right now. Bit of surface rust here, nothing major. We can pull this out, but as I said, why when I can just cut everything out and put a piece of plastic in here? And that's exactly what we'll do. But yeah, for now it's looking good, so let's continue the work. Now we take the seats out and try to remove the front part, and then the roof liner, which was disgusting either way. And the roof liner is off. Just the seats, carpet, and the front parts to be taken out now. And as I said before, this still looks good, and I have a plan on the roll cage. More on that once everything is out. Everything is out, almost. But yeah, first thing first, this car is fucking disgusting. Look at the amount of cigarette butts here. That's like gross. Fucking gross. But hey, as I said, it's healthy as they get. There's absolutely no sign of rust anywhere. And that, as I mentioned in the beginning, is the main part we are doing this with this car. Also, being a 4-door, I don't know if I said it, I probably did, I'll probably say it a few more times. It makes it easier to show you how we are building the cage, and makes it easier to weld it in. And yeah, while it's not the best, and I would prefer the 3-door, this is what we have, and it will do quite nicely for what we are doing with it. Anyways, it's mostly disassembled now. I need to take out the front part, the dash and everything, and then I'll start by removing all of this. We've just cleaned it up, and this car looks awesome. For a 500 euro, 25, I think it's 25, I think it's 2000, yeah, it's 2000, year 2000, that's what the glass says. 25 years old car. It's a pretty decent looking interior. No rust at all, so very good base for a race car. Now I need to remove the dash. The dash is out. Now I'll need to have to remove the wires and then see what to do. This we will probably live in on this car, and also this was like yeah, and if you're building a race car, well, of course the smartest thing to do is to remove the locking mechanism from the steering wheel, because you don't want the steering wheel to be locked on a race car like ever. Also, I want to remove all of this because we don't need that where we're going. So that will be fun too. Alright, now that everything is off, it's time to get the car prepped for the cage. See what you want to do. I mean, it's not necessary, but what I want to do is remove all of these patches. I don't know if I mentioned I will be drilling these ones out and welding in new seat mounts, better than these, because these aren't in the right spot, and yeah, don't like these. And also I'll be drilling out all of these tabs. Now again, you don't need to do that, but when I'm doing stuff like this, it really makes it doesn't take a lot of time, and it makes everything look quite a bit tidier. So I'll lose a few hours, especially in these two, 1 hour each side probably, and then 1 hour to remove all of these, then cut them out, grind them down and everything. I would really love to remove this one, but the way it's designed, I don't think I can do it tight enough, at least not without removing the roof. Maybe we'll put a plastic roof on this one too. Until then, this will stay, even though I really want to make the main hoop go straight right here, so this will be in the way, but yeah, I'll put it behind it. You'll see once we get to that stage. And once I'm done with that, I also need to clean the paint and seam sealer right here, and over there, where we will be welding the cage to the chassis. So yeah, for now, for today, I'm done. I don't want to hurry. It's a slow project, it's a slow burn, but all in all, this should be done in a week. If you have a free week, I have to work, so probably 10 days, but 5 or 6 days of work, I should be done.
And now, why would you say something like that?
Now, you've probably seen people do this with dry ice. This is what I'll be using. I had good results already with this, and now it's hot outside, so I probably won't need to heat this up too much. We'll see. Also, make sure to wear gloves, because I'm gonna burn my fingers now. And now that I've started, I'll do it like this for now. So yeah, this was in real time. I don't know how much it took, but not too much. I did scratch it a bit, but this is what you get. And now I'll show you. Let it cool down a bit. I mean, if I was doing this, I would do everything and then do what I'm about to do. But I just want to show you what I usually do and how it works. So we have this anti-silicone. We'll use a bit of it on the rag and just go nuts with it. It does take a bit of elbow grease, But again, it also does work. For now, I'll just wipe off this excess here, and then I'll clean it up nicely once everything is done. And you can also go at it a bit more like this or something like it, whatever. But yeah, that's how I usually do it. Though when I'm not filming, I'm wearing gloves. Now my mini went a bit better. I didn't have this many of these, but hey, I'm gonna get a softer scraper, and then I'll just go nuts with it.
You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
And there we have it. First part of the car is cleaned. Not perfect. There are a few scratches here and there, but it needs to be painted either way. There are some of these left over still. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll come back to you once everything is done and we start drilling out these tabs over there. This came out nicely. These came out okay. This one is very thick and a very thin sheet of metal, so I'm having a problem with this one. This one I had problem too. This one I finally found out the way to do it. Well, I hope I did. So this is out now. But yeah, these are out, these are not. So you see what we're dealing with. And I also need to drill out this one. And then I'll switch to the other side, and then I'm done with that. And we can get on with final preparation for roll cage install. This is the last piece we need to drill out. Actually, it's been drilled out. Just need to knock it out. So far, so good. And then we'll be ready for the cage. Let me knock this out completely, and then I'll show you. How is it still holding here?
One eternity later.
That's it. Now everything's drilled out. And with this, we are mostly done with the roll cage prep. I forgot to pull this one out, but whatever. We've drilled out these brackets, these not so successfully, all of these little brackets, two brackets that were up there, and as you've seen, both of these seat mounts. As I said, this is now ready for a cage. We need to clean the paint and everything, make the plates, and start working on, well, everything we need to work on. And in the next video I'll show you that part and the main part of the cage, main hoop, and the front arcs, which are the hardest and the most important because they actually make or break the cage. They dictate where everything else will go. But as I said, for this video we are done. The car is prepped, and well, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe, make sure to give this video a like, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!